welcome to Let's Talk Spoop. I'm your host, Don, and today is President's Day. So, in celebration of President's Day, although this recording is going to post-President's Day, I decided to watch an episode, I guess, although it's not really a series, but it's kind of a series anyway, an episode of Masters of Horror, which you can watch 2 seasons of on Tubi TV, which is free. So what we watched was season 2, episode 12, which is the Washingtonians, because again, President's Day. So, as per usual on Let's Talk Spoop, we break things down into 6 separate categories. Those 6 separate categories are story, acting, music, atmosphere, look, and creep. And without further ado, and just FYI, I'm sitting outside recording this because I have cat paralysis and my cat won't get off my lap, so we're stuck outside. Sorry. Anywho, let's go ahead and jump on in. So the story opens up. There's a woman walking down a lonely road trying to hitchhike and failing to hitchhike. And whilst she is trying to hitchhike, she gets chased down by men in period era clothing of like the late 1700s. Riding horses that subsequently chop her head off. It was a good start. Then we go to a family that's driving, listening to conspiracy theorists on the radio, which is like, why? Why is that what you're listening to on your road trip? But whatever. So they're listening to this conspiracy theorist on the radio. You find out that the daughter who's in the back seat is apparently a big old chicken. And the dad, who gets Dad of the Year award, will not stop giving her shit for being a chicken. Which, yeah, probably not appropriate, but whatever, parenting. Anyway, so they get to the house. There's this creepy old man at this house. We get the exposition that the main character's grandmother died, and he has inherited her house. And inside of the house that they have inherited, they find this painting of George Washington. And behind the painting of George Washington is a secret message with a fork that appears to be made out of bone. And the picture is creepy. And then it kind of goes from there with people kind of after the scroll. Yeah, so story, 3 out of 5. I actually really enjoyed the story, although it is kind of silly. And the ending is very silly, which made it actually more enjoyable, in my opinion. So 3 out of 5 for story. Acting is not good. The little girl literally looks like she read her lines right before her line and is just regurgitating them. There's a generic creepy old man. It's just not great acting. So 2 out of 5 for acting. The music is fairly generic, but they use it to good effect. So 3 out of 5 for music. The atmosphere is fairly creepy, especially when you're seeing things from the daughter's perspective, because they'll film from like where people are talking to her, and it kind of increases the creepiness factor. You kind of understand why she's kind of a chicken. So 3.5 out of 5. For atmosphere. The look, it is silly and campy. They are the monster, villain, whatever you want to call them, are wearing powdered wigs and clothes that are made to replicate the 1700s, and lots of white face makeup, and they look silly, and I appreciated it. But it's silly. So 2 out of 5 for look. Creep, there's lots of focus on people eating, which makes me really uncomfortable, and I hate that. And then there's, a couple little good creepy scenes, and the painting was creepy and all that. So 3 out of 5 for creep. So we tally all those scores up, and we get a 2.7 out of 5 skulls for Washingtonians on Tubi TV, which is a episode of Masters of Horror. So if you're looking for it, you have to go find Masters of Horror by a search. You can't just search the episode name. Happy President's Day.